welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got the black team and the white team. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, as we take a look here at Houdini, what's your take?
I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter. That, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
And Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, the head coach of the black team gave me a few minutes to catch up with us. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their number one concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. That's good.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
D passes to Money. D. There's the three. Rodman grabs the miss.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to... Oh, man, what a play. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
An easy look there, but, he misses those once in a while.
Money, guarded by Kobe. That one goes. Count.
He'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Outside, Rodman. Rodman double team. Passes it to Big Guy. And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Shot clock at 6. Rodman. And that one's good.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Here's Rain Man. He drains the quick shot. Here's Houdini. He's got 5. Leads him in there. Stolen by Grant. And they're pushing it up. And Shaq sends it back. They get it back. And Shaq with the slam. And here's the black team now. Houdini passes to Big Guy. And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Big Dog. Beyond the arc. And the shot is good.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And right now, here's the white team. 4-point game. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. A 3 off the inbound. You know what? The black team going the other way with it. And Kobe throws it down hard.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Pass to Raymond. He feeds it to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to D. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Shaq with it. Guarded now by Shaq. Ball's knocked loose. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Rodman. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Shaq's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket.
And, Steve, we've also heard people point out how many minutes he plays, which is large. I mean, even more impressive to me isn't simply that he plays those big minutes. It's that he does it full speed 100% of the time.
D's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Outside, Kobe. He passes to Big Dog. Makes the lead pass.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Here's Money. Fires from deep. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Shaq's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Kobe throws it down hard.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
So it's the white team now, trailing here by 8. Here's D. Finds himself wide open and drills it. D's got 7 points. That free throw missing. And the black team making a change here. And he's good on the second. 9 seconds left to play in the first. Passes to Money. Here's Rain Man. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The black team. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out for you guys from the black team in this one?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
D out there with Money. Then there's Grant. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Rain Man in at the 3 spot. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Big Dog is out there with Campbell. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Houdini. And it's Shaq in at the 5 down low. And the black team making a change here. Rodman's checked in.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Drains the three-pointer. Rodman's got 7 points.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Rain Man. D. And Shaq pulls it down. Shaq's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Here's Houdini.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
Rain Man passes to Money. To the middle. D. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for Rain Man.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Houdini passes to Big Dog. Rodman sets a screen. Rodman double team.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around. Well, you take a look at video reviews in the NBA and even across all sports for that matter, they're not going anywhere. Especially with the way media is now, fans can dissect every call on DVR or the internet. And so you want to give officials the chance to get those big calls right. So I think video replay is useful and here to stay.
Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Money guarded by Kobe. And it's sent back by Kobe. Here's Houdini. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark. Bringing it down hard, my brother.
Yes,
And guys, with video reviews, the complaint has been how long they take. You want to keep the energy and the momentum of the game going.
Well, the NBA knows about this problem, and they're creating a centralized site now to handle reviews, similar to what we see in hockey. So the hope is that this will speed up the process. That would be great.
The 11-footer, and a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
You know, definitely that's the case. I mean, there hasn't been much resistance at all.
Rodman for three. Kobe. And there's the pass to Houdini. A second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Houdini's got 11.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
No good with the wing jumper.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Rodman. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Plenty of space. And it's in off the backboard. And that's 11 points for D.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Houdini's checked in for Barry. Passes it to Rainman. Shot's good.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
And the black team with possession here. The screen from Campbell. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
The white team making a switch here. Shaw's checked in. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Miller outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Miller's got his first points of the game. And here is Scott. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Shaw. From deep.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rain Man passes to Shaw. Scott off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here's the break. Up the floor. No good from Campbell. The white team making a switch here. Now here's Shaq. There's the screen. It's Scott on the wing. No one near him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Some good numbers for Houdini. He's got 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
We've got Bowie. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Grant. Then there's Scott, and it's Shaw in at the point guard position. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Campbell. Then it's Houdini. Then there's Big Dog, and it's Kobe in at the 2 guard. Inside, Kobe with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got another fast break chance. And that one's good. Kobe's got 4 this quarter.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside. They're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
And the black team making a change here. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
He is to avoid mistakes and make each possession count.
Yeah, and I think the tendency can be to really rush or push the game a little bit. I think they need to avoid that.
Back to Shaq.
Strong off the offensive rebound.
What a play. They can cut this lead down if they start converting more of their second points.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, but you wonder, where were those earlier? They're just hustling more now.
Rodman. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Shaq.
Just an amazing game for Rodman. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the 3-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Pass to Raymond. Here's Money. Shot no good. Nice D by Kobe.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
And the basket good. 14 points for Houdini.
Yeah, what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And something else that comes to mind with him is how many guys he's given the poster treatment to. I mean, flying high to power one down while the defender stands there looking for mercy.
Here's Big Dog. Can't nail the jumper.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Knocks it loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Big blunder there, and that could cost them.
Major blunder, and you're right. A terrible time for that to happen when they're trying to chip away at this deficit.
Kobe kicks to Rodman. Puts up a 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Rodman's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Here's Houdini. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. The pass to Big Dog. Rodman sets a screen. Houdini passes to Rodman. Grant gets the rebound.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
At the line for two.
First free throw is good. And the black team making a change here. Johnson's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Big Dog. The three-pointer is right on target. Big Dog's got 10 points.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And here is Rodman. 14 points for him. Right side, Rodman takes the three, and that one's good. Rodman's got 8 points here in this quarter.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
Then you really notice it at that end of the floor where they continue to get open looks and knock them down.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Big Dog. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Big Dog's got 15 points. Pass to Money. D from downtown. O'Neal. And another shot. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Kobe. It's tipped. Johnson left side. And here's the fast break. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rodman. Finished off the break. Rodman's got 19 points.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively. It has all been working for him today.
Toast and scream cheers. Get your two-step, cause it's the record of the year. They brought you ice creams, 2 for a pair. Officially announcing this is warfare. Back in the day, my cloud was great, and it seemed like my angels couldn't blow them away. Then I saw my first verse and caught that NSX, but I was still riding in the jets for now. Man, my vision so clear out the window of the Lear, and I'm talking on my cellular. You should hear.
For the black team, Miller comes in for Rodman, and Barry subbed in for Big Dog. Now Grant. To the inside. That's good.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. 7 seconds left to play in the third. And Shaq with the slam.
Look at that effort and energy as he creates the second chance and then converts.
He doesn't just convert, Clark. He converts with maximum force.
He can give lessons on the...
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The black team delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Well, guys, you talk about the growth of the game internationally, but different time zones can make it a challenge for other countries to enjoy the game live. You look at China, for instance, a growing market for the game, but they're 12 hours ahead of East Coast time and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. But if you're a junkie for hoops, I guess you'll adjust to the time zone.
For the black team, Rodman, he's checked in for Miller, and it's Big Dog in for Barry. We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Rain Man is out there with Grant. Then it's D, and it's Money in at the two-guard spot. For three, that's good.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Rodman passes to Big Dog. Rodman sets a screen. He's feeling it, and the jumper is on the mark. 17 points for Big Dog.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first two quarters.
Here's Money, guarded by Kobe. Money passes to D. Cans the shot from the wing. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Rodman goes in. Houdini. Stolen. Fast break, here we go. And the dunk by Grant.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, sure is. And when all five guys, Clark, are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense, because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
Good.
Well, a new award in the NBA starting 2 seasons ago, the Twyman Stokes Best Teammate, and the first honoree was Chauncey Billups.
Pass to D. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys. This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Rodman sends a screen. Here's Big Dog. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the names of that award memorializes the incredible story of Jack Twyman and Maurice Stokes. Stokes, an NBA All-Star in each of his first 3 seasons. But in a game in 1958, he took a hard fall, hit his head, and thereafter became paralyzed.
One of the saddest and most moving stories in the history of sports. Stokes was waived by the team, and his family couldn't afford his gigantic medical bills, but his teammate, Jack Twyman, worked tirelessly on his behalf. A tremendous story of love, caring, and service in a tough situation.
Here's Gary. Hits it from three-point range. Money's got 9 points in the quarter.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Eldon Campbell. He's checked in for Rodman. D passes to Money. It's intercepted. Here's Big Dog. And that one is hammered home.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
Yeah, that's part of what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Amazing hops, exploding to the bucket.
Kevin, you don't expect to see that coming from the point guard position.
No way.
Boy, when he elevated that size, that's impressive.
No good from Campbell. So it's the white team now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Rain Man. It's good from about 19 feet.
He's got one of those shooting strokes that never changes, guys. I mean, even if a defender's all over him, he just never seems to flinch. It's great quality to have as a shooter.
And something else you notice about him offensively is what a dangerous catch-and-shoot player he is. He's got a quick trigger.
Big dog, the pass to Campbell. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Grant. And that one's good. 19 points for Houdini.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And the pass to Rainman. Shoots the three. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Campbell.
For a long time now, the Western Conference has been the deeper conference, as the top 5 or 6 teams of legitimate title hopes. But last year for the East, it was especially down, and it was really viewed as a 2-team conference.
Passes it to Rainman. This one for 3. And he gets it to go. Rainman's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 2 teams out east that people were talking about, of course, were the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers, but it was so bad where teams out west were joking, Clark, about how they could get moved to the Eastern Conference because they'd fare better.
Well, yeah, the Blazers media team joked about that at the expense of the Eastern Conference, but they did have a bit of a point. A lot of very good teams out west, no denying that, who didn't make the playoffs and could have not only been playoff teams in the East, but maybe would have been able to grab a home court advantage. I think the Suns at 48 wins would have probably been a top 4 seed in the East.
Rodman, he's checked in for Eldon Campbell. And Shaq pulls it down.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
They set the pick. Knocked away. And here comes the break. Here's D. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.
Yes, sir.